Yo, what's poppin'? Continuing the first round matchup with the Shanghai Dragons against the Toronto Defiant. This feels cursed. This feels so cursed to watch. Ah, Shanghai, 10 points with a 9-3 record and a +9 map differential. Toronto, 7 points with a 6-6 record and a -2 map differential. Sub 500 team on the maps. Uh, ooh, ooh. Not looking forward to watching this one. Okay, so Shanghai, stage 1, they go 5-1. They lose to Philly 3-0, and then from there, 3-2 over Spark, 3-2 over Charge, 3-2 over Valiant, and then 3-1 over Chengdu, and 3-1 over Seoul. When they go into the tournament, they have a banger match against Seoul, 3-2. Then they lose to Philly 3-0, as they always do, and then they have an even more banger match against Seoul, and I lose this one, 3-2, and then Seoul would, of course, go on to win the tournament. Stage 2, they come in not as strong. Well, they weren't strong in Stage 1, but even less strong in Stage 2, because they lose to Seoul and Spark 3-0 right off the rip. Then they 3-0 Philly and Valiant, and then 3-1 Chengdu, 3-0 Charge. Now, the only real impressive one here is, well, I guess winning over Philly 3-0 is impressive, given that they've lost to them in the past very much. But winning over Chengdu was quite good, because Chengdu was looking to be on the up and up. They were looking to maybe threaten to take Philly's spot away. And that win was very good. And basically, they really found themselves after they stopped playing Void as much, because they realized that Fate was needed for that more shot calling capability and leadership quality. And people will probably downplay that a lot, but it is a very important part of being a good tank, especially in Overwatch 2, where it's just you as a tank. Like Void, very good off tank, very good peel oriented, but maybe not much of a team leader, right? And that's what Fate is, and that's what you need as your only tank in Overwatch 2. And it's kind of similar story on the other side for Defiant, not in that way, but in the way that Muse is that guy compared to Hoppa. I'm not saying Hoppa isn't, because Hoppa is very capable on the Sigma. Same with Void, but even if, let's say, Muse and Hoppa have a very equal level of Doomfist, the team looks better with Muse, probably, I would speculate, because of that shot calling quality that Muse has. And that's kind of similar story of the two tanks of these teams. But obviously Shanghai just a much better team, because they won the tournament, they won the league last year. They just have the star player between Fleta and Lip. Who are you on the bench this stage? Again, Fate playing mostly, and then the support line of Lijigan, Izayaki, and Bebe coming in on like Circuit Royale only. It's just star-studded. Whereas Toronto, you have Muse playing most of the time, Hoppa coming in on the Sigma, and then you have Finale and Hisu playing, and although has seen no gameplay this stage, with a Twilight Chorong backline, who is actually, I can't decide if they've impressed me or not impressed me. They've impressed me relative to Stage 1, I think, but I'm not impressed overall, because we can see this schedule. They go 4-2 Stage 1, 3-1 loss on Washington, then 3-2 over Houston, 3 over Paris, 3-0 loss to Dallas. That was catastrophically bad. A 3-1 win over Boston, a 3-1 win over New York. In the tournament, they immediately go out, losing 3-0 to Dallas, and not as catastrophically as they did, but still quite bad. And then losing 3-1 to Houston, which does sting a bit, because Pelican had that amazing pop-off play to get them that final map win. Stage 2, they go 2-4, so definitely some crumbling. 3-1 loss to London, 3-1 loss to Florida right off the rip. At this point, they had not decided to play meta and acknowledge that there was a patch change at all. They were just loading in with Winston. I don't know. Winston, it was like Winston Sombra Echo. Just a horrible take on the meta. So those two games were washed. They beat Washington 3-1 as they put Muse onto the Doomfist. Lose to Gladiators 3-1. Beat Paris 3-2 just barely somehow. And lose to Shock 3-1. So this team very turbulent going to the stage, and definitely not the favorite in this series or in the tournament at all. Shanghai seem to have actually found themselves with the Wrecking Ball composition, almost exclusively playing it, barring the maps that Void will come in, like Circuit Royale. And the Winston, we'll see Fate Winston, of course, but it's going to mostly be Winston, Wrecking Ball, and Sigma on the other maps. Whereas Toronto, you'll get Winston and you'll get Doomfist. Not as much Wrecking Ball. And you'll get Hotba on the Sigma. Probably a little bit more than you'll get Void on the Sigma. But this team has been Hisu trying to do as much as he can. The backline being able to pop off when they can sometimes. And the Finale has not really impressed me that much this stage as he did last stage. with the limited playtime he had. And Muse has not really impressed me that much either, to be honest. This team, I don't know what they need to do to find themselves to get. They have to like come together and really find something. Like Hisu has to do so much, or Twilight has to go back into Vancouver Titans Twilight form. I don't know. I'm not looking too forward to seeing this because I suspect it will be a Shanghai roll. I will not lie to you. I do suspect a Shanghai roll. But if Titans or not if Titans, if Vancouver give me, oh my god, if Toronto give me even a little bit of hope in this match, I will take that as a win. And I will take that little bit of hope that they give me, and I will run it through the lower bracket. We'll see though. They're gonna have to have a major boot camp and find some sort of victory somewhere. I don't know. Hisu is that good on the Sojourn to compete up against Lip, and the backline shouldn't be like Shanghai definitely have the better backline, but I do think Chorong probably has a better ability to flip to play the flex support a bit better than Lee Jae-gon, which is why we see Bebe come in. So, I don't know, maybe you can take advantage of No Zenyatta on the other side and mostly a Brig. There's something you can work with there, because you know what Shanghai is going to do, and it's just a matter of being able to find a way to beat the Wrecking Ball or beat the Winston composition, because they're not that flexible. The flexibility isn't there with Shanghai this season, for this stage at least. And Toronto basically have to use that to their advantage and make some sort of anti-Wrecking Ball, anti-Winston kind of combo if they want any shot of winning this. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this series. Like this video if you like it, subscribe for more daily World Cheat content. And thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a good one.